Hi, it's Ultraviolet here, and people seem to like the sexy tarot. They also like when I talk the sexy talk, and they tend to pay attention for some reason. And it's sort of ironic, since it's been a long time since I've done any of the sexy myself. So it would be ironic that I would be giving advice at this point in my life on that. So let's go for it. Why not? Let's see if the fates have anything in store for us. Now I know I'm not the norm, and most people have the sexy time going on. So let's dive in a little bit and see if I can be of some assistance, guidance, help, whatever, in what you were wondering about. I am currently parked in Greenwich Village, Manhattan, and I was thinking of sitting outside and doing a spread in like a little park or something, but it's rather windy out. So I'm kind of comfortable in my car. I'm sitting in my passenger side, which is a really, really weird place for me to be. So let's see what we have here. Let's do a daily reading or like a weekend reading, or if this reading comes to you at some other time, just go with it. And these are a little bit sexier. Well, the cards I pulled on the last one weren't the crazy cards. There are some crazy sexy cards in the Monero Tarot. I can't think of the name of this one. I'll probably have to look it up and put it in later. But, well, let me just show you what's on the other side. This is the King of Rods. So maybe I should put a disclaimer on this video. If you are not old enough to look at slightly sexual / pornographic cartoons, artwork, you need to turn this video off. It's too much for you. If the pornographic-ish cartoons get you uncomfortable, just move along, and I will continue for those that are on board with this weird journey. Okay, so I have been shuffling my cards for a minute. I always ask that it is information and wisdom from our higher selves, from God, from our angels, from beings of light and love, and that is information we are meant to know to help us have clarity, to broaden our perspective, and that it is for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved. Sometimes we just go around with our little blinders on, and sometimes it takes a little knee jerk to move our blinders to here so we can turn our head and maybe see that there's something else going on we didn't notice. So this is just a little knee jerk, spark plug, sexy tarot spread. I should make that my opening. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. All right. What do we need to know for today? It is March 18th. And tomorrow is March 19th, March 20th. So let's do like a weekend-ish reading. And I do believe there is a eclipse coming up. So energies are kind of weird. People have been sort of acting when I'm at work like it's a full moon all the time lately, at least the last few weeks. So there's sparklies going on in the stars. Let's just say that. Okay, let's see what we have here. What do we have to know for today? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is death. All right, so this is an interesting death card. Let me let you look at it. So this girl forgot to wear her panties. She has her awesome, like, roller skate thigh-high tights on, as you should if you forget to wear your panties. And her dress is totally falling down. Her boobs are exposed. Maybe she was, you know, it looks like she was doing this thing. Personal story. One time I was doing my floors with a hand sander. And I was into it so much with my mask on and my goggles on. And it was summertime. And when I looked down, I just had just one boob popping out as I'm standing. So that was an interesting experience in New York City. I'm sure the neighbors in the building behind my apartment may have had a show, and or construction workers that were out. But I was really into my sanding. Okay, so she's really into cutting that grass and chopping the shit out of her life and getting rid of crap. And as she's chopping, she found something a little bit dangerous in the field. Like somebody had got stuck chopping there too long. So this is releasing the old and diving into something new. Specifically in this deck, I think it's taking a chance and going into something slightly dangerous, because that's where the adventure awaits. Okay. These people on the street are looking at me really funny. Just so you know, they may have seen that card. All right, so what do we have? I'm going to show you. We have the Emperor. The Emperor. We have the Two of Swords. And, oh my, we have Temperance. One of my favorite cards. Shall I show you the cards? Yes. Okay. Let's start here. Hold on. I'll show you them all and then I'll explain them. Okay. This is the Emperor. Okay. Then we have the Two of Swords. Check her rack out. Oh, yeah, baby. Is it the 2? Oh, I'm sorry. It's not the 2. It's the 4. This is the 4 of Swords. That's like truce in other decks. In the Thoth deck, that's like the truce. Okay, so, and then, you ready for this one? This is, I just like this. There's a lot of imagery. There's a story going on with this sucker. So this is Temperance. It's like perfect timing. Okay. All right, so the Emperor. Can I hold these so you can see the sexy pictures while I explain this one? Okay, so this one has the Emperor. There's like this jokester, like sidekick jester dude with his bells on his freaking shoes and his weird jester hat, like he's a clown. He's got some like fairy pouch, hip fanny pack thing around. All right, then we have like Pocahontas there behind the king. So the king is somewhere he's not supposed to be. It looks like he's messing around with the Indians, so the king left the kingdom for a while. He's hanging out in the forest. Look at, we got some like Native American stuff there in the background. Apparently that's his little sidekick to make sure he doesn't get into too much trouble with Pocahontas. All right, she's got her boobs all, she's like, what do they call that? Like rowboating? Oh my God. Oh my God, these are going to be so weird. He's like backwards, like on the back of his head. Her boobs are just going on in there. All right, and what else is going on here? She's like going down the front of his shirt, and I don't know why the little jester man, maybe he's helping. Maybe he doesn't know how to undress himself yet. So he brings his little clown jester man with him to help him unbutton in case Pocahontas hasn't had buttons in her escapades with the king in the TP. Okay, and it looks like he's gonna help out the Emperor and open up his bottom of his pants there so she can work her way down and do whatever. So everybody attends to the Emperor. The Emperor is in charge. He makes the decision. Maybe he's telling the jester everything he needs to do as he just lets Pocahontas do what she wants. Okay, let's move on. Either way, the Emperor is power. He makes a decision. He knows